Hello, dear students. Welcome to Unacademy Gate MEPI XC. This is your educator Aprup Rao, and you are watching Concepts in Minutes. And in this video, we are going to talk about what exactly is yielding of material. Yes, this word is common in all the subjects of design. Yielding. You might have heard this word a lot of times, but do you really understand the meaning of yielding? Do you understand what happens inside the material when the material is yielding? What is the cause of yielding? So beta, in this video we are going to talk about this. It is a very important concept. So it is going to help you in your written exams as well as in your interviews. Yes, it's a very common interview question also. What is yielding? So beta, you should be able to explain what exactly you mean by the word yielding. So this is a new series of lectures which I have started recently, Concepts in Minutes, in which in every video we talk about a particular concepts within a few minutes. हाँ, इस वीडियो लेक्चर में हम बात करने वाले हैं एक पर्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट की और कुछ ही मिनटों में हम समझने वाले हैं इस कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में. If you are watching me for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Aprup Rao, All India Rank 320. I've done my MTech from IIT Kharagpur and my specialization of MTech was design. In my final year of MTech, I was recruited by Mahindra & Mahindra. I worked in the field of design of cars for 2 years. Then I decided to quit my job and I started teaching. So I've been teaching for more than 6 years now. And I teach subjects related to design, engineering, mechanics, strength of materials, machine design, and theory of machines. Now let's talk about yielding. What exactly is the meaning of the word yielding? Yielding से हम क्या समझते हैं? So in order to understand the meaning of the word yielding, you need to first understand the stress strain curve. What is the stress strain curve? The stress strain curve is a graph between stress and strain which we draw to understand the behavior of material and to find out the material properties. So you all might have seen this. आप सबने ये curve तो देखा ही होगा, right? This is the stress strain curve of mild steel. Mild steel का stress strain curve कुछ ऐसा बनता है, right? And where do you think is the yielding? So yielding का जो concept है वो यहाँ चालू होता है. Yielding, the concept of yielding is within this region, right? This is known as the upper yield point and this is known as the lower yield point. So we say that in this region yielding is happening, right? So beta, we know this, but what exactly is the meaning of yielding? Yielding में exactly होता क्या है? So in order to understand, let's get inside the material. Material के अंदर चलते. So beta, if it is a solid material, for example mild steel, it is a solid material, then all the atoms of the material are connected together by means of bonds like this, right? I can consider the bonds as springs. Bonds को आप springs की तरह consider कर सकते हो, right? Why? Because when you apply force on it, what happens when you apply force on the material, these bonds get stressed. जब आप इस मटेरियल पे फोर्स लगाते हो तो ये जो बॉन्ड्स हैं ये elongate होते हैं. The atoms move away from each other and this bond gets stressed. Now if the load is very low, then what is going to happen? If the load is very low, then the bonds will not be broken, only the atoms will move away from each other like this. Like this. Earlier the atoms were here and now they are stretched. Do you understand the concept? पहले जो atoms थे वो पास पास थे, अब वो थोड़े से stretch हो गए, दूर चले गए, right? Now as I start increasing this force, what is going to happen? The bond is going to get stretched more and more and more. But beta, there will be an upper limit of this force. There will be a maximum force that these bonds can sustain. if you apply more than this force, what is going to happen? The bonds will be broken and the atoms will move from their position completely. So in that case, what is going to happen? Understand, beta. Let me mark these atoms as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So if the bonds get broken, then the atoms are going to move from their position like this. Understand this diagram really well. Understand this diagram really well. So beta, now this is atom number 1, atom number 2, atom number 3. This is atom number 4, atom number 5, atom number 6. And this is just an example, beta. Okay. This is just an example. Okay. Exactly this type of motion will not be there. I am just giving you an example. Okay. So understand what is happening. Atom number 1 shifted from here to here. Atom number 4 shifted from here to here, right? So what is happening? The bonds are getting broken and the atoms are shifting from their position, initial position. क्या हो रहा है? जो bonds हैं वो टूट रहे हैं, atoms जो है वो अपनी जगह से, earlier it was here, पहले ये यहां था, अब ये completely shift होके यहां पहुंच चुका है, right? क्यों पहुंचा? Because ये atom का bond जो है it was broken, so it shifted from here and now it is forming new bonds, right? Earlier it was forming a bond with atom number 4, now it is forming a new bond with atom number 5. Okay, so beta, this deformation is known as elastic deformation and this deformation is known as plastic or permanent deformation. ये जो deformation हो रहा है जिसमें bonds are not broken, they are just stretched from their initial position, it is known as elastic or temporary deformation. And this deformation where the bonds are permanently broken and new bonds are getting formed is known as plastic or permanent deformation. So beta, this process of plastic deformation is known as yielding. तो yielding का मतलब क्या होता है? Understand beta, understand. When you are increasing the load too much, what happens is the bonds get broken and the atoms start moving. The bonds get broken and the atoms start moving. So beta, this position is known as the start of yielding. During the yielding, what happens? During the yielding, the atoms start flowing at constant load. जब yielding हो रहा होता है तो atoms जो है constant load पर डिफॉर्म हो रहे होते हैं, मूव कर रहे होते हैं, इनको और ज्यादा लोड की जरूरत नहीं होती है. That's why you get a horizontal line, almost horizontal line in the stress strain diagram. Do you see this? Do you see this? It is almost a horizontal line. Why beta? Because the bonds are broken here and now the atoms are moving at a constant load. So that's why we are getting increase in strain but not increase in stress. Stress increase nahi ho raha because load is constant, but we are getting increase in strain. Why? Because the atoms are now flowing. Now you might be thinking, sir, why there is an upper yield and a lower yield point? So understand beta, although you need to understand a lot of concept of material science, but I will tell you in short. Okay, the force required to break the bonds and the force required to move the atoms are different. This position is corresponding to the force required to break the bonds. ये जो पॉइंट है, ये पॉइंट आपको बता रहा है कितना फोर्स चाहिए टू ब्रेक द बॉन्ड्स. नाउ एट दिस पॉइंट you are getting a load required to move the atoms. Atoms को अपनी पोजीशन से मूव करने के लिए, यानी कि प्लास्टिक डिफॉर्मेशन के लिए कितना लोड चाहिए, this point is showing you that. So जैसे ही atoms break होते हैं, the load required to move the atoms is less. So the required force gets reduced suddenly. So that's why we get a drop in the load like this. तो बेटा इस पॉइंट पे एटम्स ब्रेक हुए और फिर एटम्स जो है मूव कर रहे हैं एट कांस्टेंट लोड। तो बेटा ब्रेक करने के लिए जितना लोड चाहिए, मूव करने के लिए उतना लोड नहीं चाहिए, तो लोड की रिक्वायरमेंट कम हो गई, तो ये सडनली ड्रॉप हुए। नाउ एट कांस्टेंट लोड द एटम्स स्टार्ट मूविंग। ओके, अब सवाल ये उठता है दैट आउट ऑफ दीज टू which one we will consider in order to design? In order to design we need yield strength, right? तो बेटा आप yield strength कौन से point को consider करोगे, upper yield point या lower yield point? So understand बेटा there is a concept behind this also. When we draw the stress strain diagram repeatedly, then we see that this upper yield point is not static. If you draw the same stress strain diagram 10 times, then in some cases upper yield point will be here, in some cases it will be here, in some cases it will be here. So it is transient. But beta lower yield point is fixed. In all cases lower yield point will be almost at the same point. So we say that lower yield point is almost constant in every case. Upper yield point might increase or decrease in different cases. That's why in order to design the material, in order to design, we consider this point as our yield point, right? So beta yielding ka phenomena I hope is clear to everyone. Yielding means the start of plastic deformation, and during the yielding plastic deformation takes place at constant load. Okay, why it is happening, that I tried to understand using very simple explanation. Okay, now understand beta, this is the stress strain diagram of a particular material known as mild steel. Not all the ductile materials show this concept. First of all, understand yielding occurs only in ductile material. In brittle material, yielding doesn't take place. Material breaks before yielding. So beta only ductile materials show yielding. And second thing is, here beta, this concept of plastic deformation at constant load, it only happens in mild steel. In other ductile material, it doesn't happen. For example, if you draw the stress strain diagram of aluminum, you will not get upper yield or lower yield point. If you draw the stress strain diagram of aluminum, you will get something like this. This is the stress strain diagram of aluminum. Okay, this is percentage strain and this is stress. So beta, which point will be considered as yield point here? Here lower yield point is the yield point, and we know that this is upper yield, this is lower yield, right? But here do you see any upper yield or lower yield? No. So which point will be considered as yield point? So here we consider offset yield point. Here we use a technique known as offset yielding. So what is offset yield point? So beta, we will first consider 0.2% strain. Okay, we will first consider a point corresponding to 0.2% strain. Then we will draw a straight line which is parallel to this line. Okay, initial line. We will draw a straight line which is parallel to this line. This line and this line are parallel to each other. Now this point, this line will cross the stress strain diagram at some point. This point will be considered as yield point. So we will consider this as our yield point. So for all the ductile materials which do not show upper yield point or lower yield point, we consider this technique to find out the yield strength. अगर आपको एल्यूमिनियम की yield strength निकालनी है या कोई और ऐसा डक्टाइल मटेरियल जिसमें ये चीज नहीं हो रही है उसकी yield strength निकालनी है, तो आप इस टेक्निक का यूज करते हो. इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज ऑफसेट यील्ड पॉइंट. ओके, दिस यील्ड पॉइंट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज ऑफसेट यील्ड पॉइंट बिकॉज we are taking an offset. So sorry, we are taking an offset of 0.2%. Okay, so this is all you need to know about yielding. Now if you want to understand the stress strain diagram in detail, how we are getting this stress strain diagram, what is the use of this stress strain diagram, then beta you watch my lectures of strength of material. And how you can watch my lectures of strength of material? Just open this one link, tinyurl.com/approve10. Go to any web browser and just like you type facebook.com or youtube.com, type this tinyurl.com/approve10 and open this page, you are going to get all my lectures of strength of materials, engineering mechanics, theory of machines, vibration, machine design. You will get all the free lectures and you will also get the notes of those lectures. Okay, and don't forget to follow my Telegram channel. Just go to Telegram and search Aprup 10. You will find my channel. Follow this channel in order to get 100% quality content. You are going to get the notifications of all my upcoming classes. You will never miss any of my class. Okay. And beta, if you want to study with us in a full structured course for GATE or ESE or any PSU exam, then take Unacademy Plus subscription. You are going to get all our classes for free on YouTube. But there are some things which you are not going to get on YouTube. कई चीजें आपको YouTube में नहीं मिलती हैं. For example, on-time classes, daily assignments, question banks, doubt clearing sessions. A lot of points are not there on YouTube. You are going to get on Unacademy Plus. You are going to get a classroom-like environment. आपको एक classroom में पढ़ने की feel अगर चाहिए, हमारे साथ पढ़ना है, इंडिया के टॉप एजुकेटर्स के साथ पढ़ना है, तो बेटा Unacademy Plus पे आ जाओ. ओके, Unacademy Plus का सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते टाइम डोंट फॉरगेट टू यूज दिस कोड इन ऑर्डर टू गेट 10% ऑफ. एंड इफ यू यूज दिस कोड यू आर ऑल्सो गोइंग टू गेट माई पर्सनल गाइडेंस. तो मेरी गाइडेंस में अगर पढ़ना चाहते हो तो अभी के अभी Unacademy Plus सब्सक्राइब करो यूजिंग दिस कोड. एंड इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स लेट मी नो इन द Unacademy एजुकेटर ऐप, Unacademy लर्निंग ऐप. आप मुझे मैसेज कर सकते हो Unacademy के ऐप पे. ओके, you can also take Unacademy Iconic subscription. In Iconic subscription you get a personal mentor, a personal coach who is going to help you on a personal basis. Okay, now beta, before leaving don't forget to hit the like button, share this link and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for joining. I will keep coming with awesome contents like this. Thank you so much.